can hear them calling. I can't stop from falling. Someone save me now. I'm just so confused now. Feeling these to let down. I can hear them calling. I can hear them calling. Get down. I'm just so confused now. Feeling used to let down.
What it is, what it was, what it will be. What up, everybody? It's Triple T. I'm back again with another episode of The Breakdown, episode 10. And we got an interesting one for you tonight. Got a special guest coming up. He's one of the most underrated independent artists in the game. This guy can spit bars with the best of them. And he is a beast. I'm talking about none other than the legend, FJ Outlaw. What up, FJ?
Yeah, what up, dude?
How you been, man?
Good, bro. Living life, bro. Hold
That's
on.
good.
Matter of fact, let me I'm finna oh yeah, we're live right now on Triple T's YouTube. Pop in. If you don't, then fuck you. Damn, Instagram hates me, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. What up with you?
How you been, man?
Fucking living the dream, bro. We woke up, we're blessed. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So you've been touring a lot here lately, correct?
I wouldn't say a lot, bro, but for the last year and a half, bro, I just refuse to book, to be honest. And that sounds super shitty, dog, but it's the truth. I'm not here to lie to anybody. I definitely don't bullshit my fan base or none of that. I had a booking agent for a little while. Some sketchy shit went down, and after that, you know, it was one of those things where, and it sounds ignorant to be like, I make enough money, I don't have to tour. And, you know, the money I make to a lot of folks, even that you've had on your show, is baby dollars. But I've got a family I support, and I wouldn't say I'm comfortable, but it just is what it is, you know?
Right.
So I feel like when you go through some shit like that, sometimes you got to just take some time to yourself and, you know, reevaluate what you're doing. So up for the last year and a half, I didn't really do shit. So 2 weekends ago, we went up to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. That was a weird ass place. And last weekend we was in Oregon, and then I'm home for a few days, and we're finna take off here in the next few days, and I'm gonna be a whole bunch of fucking places for real. We got, I think, Indiana, then we got Ohio or Michigan, then we got Ohio, then I take like a 2-day break, and then I think we do Chicago, Kentucky, Ohio again, and then Tennessee.
Ooh, you'll be a busy man.
But I definitely wouldn't call it like, you know, growing up being an old folk like me. You know what I'm saying? When you say the word tour, I think of like when fucking Korn used to be on tour and they're on the road for fucking 60, 90 days at a time. You know what I mean? So I feel like it comes with age. The word tour in my brain doesn't register with what I'm like doing. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. All right, so we are here for the breakdown. There's 3 songs we're going to be breaking down. We got Relate. We got a new one that you just dropped today called Angel's Eyes, and then Mama Tried. Now, the first one we're going to do, this song, believe it or not, I haven't told anybody this, but I relate to this song more than anything that you've ever done, because I was in this boat about 6 years ago.
Right.
And when I first seen this 4 years ago when it dropped, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I mean, I relate to it so much. It was like, I felt like you almost wrote the song about me.
Right.
I mean, that's how scary it is. The whole thing, from start to finish, when you hear the whole story behind it, I was doing that. I mean, I was at that point 6 years ago, and I don't ever want to be in that position again.
Right.
That's why a lot of people resonated with that song.
Right.
So my question to you is, what was your mindset when you wrote it? Why did you write it? And what does it mean to you?
So it means a lot to me. I'm going to answer that one first. That song means a lot to me, bro. Because when I wrote that song, bro, I was in a very dark place. Like, I feel like to a lot of people that follow me very heavily, and are genuine fans of my music, it's not a secret that I battled depression very heavily, and I still do. Just because I got a little bit of motion and some money coming in doesn't mean that necessarily changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was a dark time in my life, bro. Probably the darkest. I'm not gonna say shit don't get better, because shit's definitely gotten better. But the crazy part about that song, bro, is I recorded that song in Montgomery, Alabama. I was actually homeless at the time that I recorded it. I was like fucking couch hopping, bro. I was staying at my buddy's couch. His name's Get Right. He lives in Montgomery still. It's my fucking homie. That song was recorded, I'd say 2 years before I actually put it out. And the reason for that was I had just come out the gate with Hot Damn, and it started popping. A lot of people know the story. I was homeless back then. But the thing about it was, a big part in business is being strategic. And strategically, I didn't want to come out the gate with, okay, I got this song with like 2 million views at that time. By the way, I'm FJ Outlaw. Here's 5 minutes of why I want to, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't seem like a good look. So I sat on that song for a good couple years before I finally put it out.
So it was probably around 2018 when you wrote it?
Yeah. Yep, 2018, something like that.
That's crazy, because that's when I was in my darkest time.
I feel like people, and I say this a lot, but it's because I mean it. I feel like people don't realize how similar we all are as human beings, and the things we go through. It may be a different situation, but it also, in hindsight, is the same. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So even though I'm going through a fucking 94 Honda breaking down, and Bill Gates is going through his fucking Rolls Royce breaking the fuck down, mentally we all end up in the same place sometimes. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why so many people related with that song, because everybody's been there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
To say that you haven't would be a fucking lie. And a big part of me finally coming out with that song is because I feel like as humans, and especially as men, we're programmed to feel like it's not okay to say we're not okay. And that's bullshit, bro. I've yet to meet a grown man that's never been in that mentality and that's never been down in the dumps. It's always genuinely happy. As men, I feel like we all have a lot on our shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always, through our whole life. Even through school, you've got the mentality of, trying to be who you think everybody wants you to be. You're not good at, I'm not good enough is a very familiar feeling for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah,
I feel like as men, it should be okay to be like, hey, I'm not okay.
exactly. And one thing I learned when it comes to men and women, so when it comes to mental state, women, they're more emotional. They'll cry. They're more open to let it out. Where men, we bottle it up and we display it through anger. So,
absolutely, bro. That's what I was about to say. It's a recipe for disaster, bro.
Yeah. So because a lot of times, if you know a man and that may be your friend, your father, your brother, whatever, and they're always constantly angry, there's a good possibility that they're going through, depression or anxiety or maybe PTSD, and that's the way they display it, is through anger.
Exactly. I feel like a lot of angry men are not so much angry, they're hurt.
Yes.
But they're not allowed to project that they're hurt through the eyes of society. It's not okay to have the weight of a family on your shoulder and be like, man, I don't know what to do. Because you're supposed to be the leader of that ship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if the leader of the ship starts freaking out, the whole ship starts freaking out. You know what I mean? So,
and mine was my darkness was dealing with survivor guilt from the war in Iraq, and that weighed heavily on my shoulder. So when I first heard this song, man, I was like, God, it's almost like he's writing it about me.
Right.
And that's why I love this song so much. All right. So with that being said, everybody in the chat, sit back, relax, strap your boots on. FJ Outlaw with Relate.
Turn it up a little bit more in the headphones. A little more, if you could. Check. All right, perfect. Thank you. Yeah. FJ. See, lately I've been drifting away with nightmares, a bunch of demons in a fiery plate. I try to keep all of the fakes and haters out of my face. I know that I'm a good dude, but feel like such a disgrace. And sometimes I just want to kill over and die. Don't let it show too much in public, but I'm dying inside. I wonder when I'm in the car if it'll be my last ride. I feel like running far away and finding somewhere to hide. And in reality, I'm miserable like most of the time. But I keep pushing cause I want to hit the point where I shine. I want to find myself a woman I could hold and call mine. They get to know me and they leave me at the drop of a dime, and it hurts. Realistically, what hurts me the worst, people really only like me cause the sound of my verse. I'm badly wounded on the inside and I need me a nurse. See, I done felt like this forever and it feels like a curse. A lot of people come around and really think that they know me. I smile all the time but they don't know that it's phony. The groupies always tell me that they wish they could blow me, but that ain't what I want, so I just keep being lonely. And
Man, that right there, that line right there where you're talking about always smiling on the outside, that is so true. Because, man, we like to display that everything is just fine. But deep down inside, we're really hurting.
Right.
And the way society is set up, they frown upon for you to express yourself.
Right. So check this out. And I know also real quick, I don't think I've ever been able to tell you, or I've been able to, it's just slipped my mind. You know, we've always got so much shit going on, but thank you for your service, bro.
I appreciate that.
Very much. I appreciate everything all y'all do. And as being somebody that was in the service, I feel like that album cover is familiar to you because there was a big thing on veterans, PTSD and suicide awareness, and that's where my ex-management got the idea for that photo. So, and really, that's kind of why we did that, because the me in the mirrors got the microphone because that's what everybody sees, but the me looking in the mirror was where I was at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I say I resonate with this song so much because of that dark time. But whenever I get down, I always go back and listen to this song, and it helps me realize you don't want to be in that dark spot because it's not healthy and there's nothing good can come out of it. So whenever I feel myself getting down, this is definitely on my playlist, just so you know.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, man.
All right, here we go.
I am really fucked up in the head. I couldn't think of any better way for it to be said. I wasn't joking if you heard me say I wish I was dead, but I don't want to go to hell because I put one in my head. With that said, to keep it honest, in the future I might.
Listen, when I was going through my mental evaluation with the VA when I first got out, one of the first questions they asked me, do you feel like hurting yourself? Yeah. I said no, because it's against my religion. I don't want to go to hell. But I do have a wish factor. They said, a wish factor? I said, yeah, every morning I wake up, I wish a motherfucker would say something to me so I could slap the shit out of him. And when I got my ratings, it said service member is not suicidal, but may have homicidal tendencies. Right. And that's just the way I felt.
I'm sick of living in this.
So you know what's crazy, bro, is I feel like now that I've gotten older, and I say older with all due respect to anybody that's older. I'm not saying it like that, but what I mean is, as I grew as a human, bro, I realized I feel like that positivity breeds positivity, right? So when I was down and not doing great, and when I did this song, bro, I was in a mentality where I used to wake up disappointed that I woke up, if that makes any sense, bro. And I had to really train myself to try. I still struggle with it, but I had to train myself to try to see the positive in every day. So, people will be like, how are you? And every day I say, we woke up, we're blessed. You know what I mean? Because words are very powerful, bro. And there's a lot of books on psychology that'll tell you that, self-talk is a real thing. So when you wake up every day and you're like, fuck, I'm pissed I woke up, that's how you're going to feel, bro. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of train yourself to be okay. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Joe Sticks in the chat. He said, who's this guy, FJ Outlaw?
I fucking hate him. Nah, I love that motherfucker for real. Joe's the homie.
I had him on Wednesday.
Matter of fact, hold on, time out. All right, Joe, who's this guy? Time out.
Here it goes. It
Oh
just
yeah,
started.
here it fucking goes. Yeah, he started now, motherfucker. Hold on. I've only met Joe. Hold on, make me big on here. I've only met Joe once or twice, right? But this is a picture of Joe on the beach.
Hold
You know
on.
what I'm saying? When we was in Michigan. Now hold on, let me show y'all something real quick. I want to show y'all. Hold on. He is fitting to cuss me out, and I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it. Check this shit out. Hold on. Bathroom after 2 seconds. That is awesome, bro. You look like you're shaving off a ski mask. You're wrong, Gramps.
He put in the chat. He says, "Now we feast."
Listen, let me hold on. I got that one too. Hold on, TripleT. You're gonna be like, what the fuck, dog?
He told me that story too.
What about now we feast?
Yeah.
Yeah, this motherfucker, dog. This dickhead knew I was fitting the damn pay for fucking dinner at the place, dog. Hold on. Is this it? Nah, that ain't it. Hold on.
He said, "I hate you."
Son of a bitch. Look, and here's what I posted. I said it's fucking awesome when the tables turn. The first one you finna see is my meal. Now the rest is Joe. Bro, who does that, dog? Who the fuck does that shit? And I'm supposed to be the heavy one. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. Bastard. Look, by the time he ordered so much food that by the time his food got there, my little fucking what was it? The barbecue shrimp or whatever, or what is it? Buffalo shrimp I got was gone because it's like 6 shrimps. My food's already gone by the time this shit gets there. They put fucking 12 plates in front of this motherfucker and he looks over at me and goes, "And now we feast." I'm like, we? Who the fuck is we, bro? Fucking bastard.
Oh, I love Joe Sticks.
Yeah, bro, I love him too, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, here we go.
Darkness, always searching for light. It's like the good and evil that's inside me constantly fight. I fill myself with drugs and alcohol to get through the night. And in reality, I live my life in so much pain. Since all my people passed away, this shit just ain't been the same. A lot of folks I keep around think that this life is a game. My body's filled with so much hatred, really, I'm just ashamed. In my brain, a lot of days, I don't know what to do. My question is, how would you feel if all these thoughts were in you? When people never understood all of the hell you've been through. So when they're mad or get depressed, they come and throw it on you. It happens every single day and I just feel so weak, like my emotions could explode because they're close to their peak. I sit and listen quietly and try to not make a peep, but in my head I'm freaking out and I'm just ready to tweak. I hate to say it, but I'm honest, this is how I feel. I know a lot will probably hate because I'm keeping it real. I'm like a fish that just got hooked, I'm trying to fight with the reel. Only human, so I had to come and tell you the deal. Until today.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel that you had to go through this right here to get where you are today?
Absolutely, bro. I feel like everything happens for a reason, bro. And I feel like even though we might want it so bad we can taste it, nothing's gonna happen until it's on God's time, bro.
Facts.
That's not to say you don't have to work. You've always got to work to keep your progression going.
You got to do your part.
Absolutely, but nothing's gonna happen until it's on God's time. So I feel like everything happens for a reason. Is that like that part? I feel like a lot of the bullshit I went through molded me into who I am, and it molded me into the artist that a lot of people relate to, bro. But like that part where I said, since all my people passed away, this shit just ain't been the same. Right. So my birthday's the day before Christmas, bro, and my brother accidentally shot himself on, believe it was December 11th. My 2 best friends got murdered over going to buy a bag of pot on December 4th. And then my cousin decided he was going to try heroin and he overdosed and died on the 20th, all in December.
Damn.
So,
this all happened the same year?
No, I believe it was my brother. And then like a year or 2 later, my 2 best friends, but the same year my 2 best friends got murdered, my cousin overdosed. So it was like a domino, boom, boom, boom.
Damn.
So for years, it was like anytime Christmas and my birthday would roll around, just December period, it was just a very depressing time for me, bro. And I hate to use the words, I had to learn to get over it, because you never really get over it. But I had to learn to stop letting it affect me in such a negative manner. You know what I mean? Because it got to a point where it would eat me up so bad that it would cause the people around me to be miserable during that whole month. Like, I was such a miserable human in my head at that point in time that it would just, like a virus, affect everyone around me. You know what I mean?
How old was your brother when he passed?
17.
17? How old were you?
I believe I was 19.
19. So he was 2 years younger than you.
So the
What year did
crazy
he
part
pass?
is, so everybody was there, bro. Like, all of our friends were there, bro. Like,
What year did he pass?
excuse me,
What year did he pass?
bro? I don't even remember, bro. To be honest, it's one of those things where I feel like a lot of that shit is blocked out now, but I'd have to do the math, but I feel like it's been 14 or 15 years at this point now. So
around 2009, 2010.
I believe so. Yes. What's up? Come in here, girl. Cussing me out about something. You see how she popped in? You on live? Yeah, man. Let me do the math real quick, bro. I'm about to text my mama.
So you're about 33?
No, I'm 36.
36? Okay.
What year did Howie pass away? She'll text me back in a minute. Trying to see.
Okay. Well, look, I want to. I believe like you. I believe everything happens for a reason. Okay? So I believe there's a reason why you're on here tonight. I don't think it's because to break down your music. I think you're here to get this message that I'm about to.
Right.
So, are you a person of faith?
Absolutely.
All right. So check it out. You see this pen?
Yeah.
This pen represents you and your brother. Okay. Now, these two rings right here. The first one, that's how old your brother was when he passed, and this is how old you were when he passed. So 2 years difference. All right. So this pin also represents 100 years. All right.
Right.
So
he passed in 2007, bro.
So okay. So you're 36.
Damn, now you got me questioning everything. How much older was I than Howie? That's one thing I've learned to recognize as well in humans, bro. Is I feel like trauma kind of fogs your memory about things, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Trying to find.
So you were 19 when he passed. He was 17. Okay. So if you here's what I'm getting at. So if you look at this pen represents 100 years, right?
Right.
Okay. In the Bible, it said it took God 6 days and 6 nights to create the heaven and earth.
Right.
Do you know how long one day of God is in our timeline?
I do not.
The Bible says 1,000 years.
Holy shit.
So in our timeline, it took him 6,000 years, but in his timeline, it took him 6 days.
Right.
Now, if I take this pin and place it on the ground of the earth, and I take another pin of the same value, same length, and stand it on top of it,
right,
and this pin represents 100 years, and take another pin, that'd be 200 years, another pin be 300 years, and 400 years, so forth. If I did that from the earth to the moon and back, how many pins do you think it would take?
A whole fucking lot, bro.
Yeah, ungodly amounts. We're going to call that eternity. Okay?
Right.
Now, if you live to be 100, which I believe you will, you'll have gone, make sure my math is right, you'll have gone 81 years here on earth without seeing your brother.
Right.
That's a long time.
Right.
But when you die, and get to heaven, do you know how long it'll be since the last time you've seen him?
Not even a day.
1 second.
Yeah.
Because remember, God says our life's like a vapor. It's that quick.
Right.
So even though you may have gone 81 years here on earth without seeing your brother, when you get to heaven, it'll seem like a second since the last time you've seen him. And you'll
Right.
pick up with the most positive conversation you both had when he passed.
Right.
So here's what I'm getting at, FJ. Anytime you feel down and out, or you miss him, or you get depressed, pick up an item that reminds you of him.
Right.
Call him by his name and say, "Bro, I'll see you in a second," because that's how
Right.
long it'll be since the last time you've seen him.
Yeah, that's crazy. So look, this is me and him. We went to the Keys when we was kids, bro. That was me and him. So funny story. My parents had got us a like a condo in this hotel, bro, and he actually got us kicked out because he got us kicked out, bro, because we got on the elevator to go to our floor. We were on like floor 3, and it was a tall ass building. And we were getting off the elevator. He pressed all the buttons in the elevator and ran off. So I guess in turn that caused a whole lot of pissed off people. So they're like, "Hey man, your whole family's got to get out of here." Bro, my step pops was fucking pissed, bro. I'll never forget that shit.
That's crazy. All right, here we go. Back to relating.
A lot of people didn't know that I'm stressed. They have a misconception that I have an S on my chest. I try to keep it positive and always hope for the best. But if you take a look inside, you'll see I'm super depressed. It's been a while now that I've just chose to keep this hidden. Did a lot of stupid shit that now I wish that I didn't. It's been a shitty, fucked up road I've sat and just ridden. A lot of people probably hope that it's a joke and I'm kidding. But to be truthful, there's a lot of times I want to just cry. I feel like life is such a hassle, I just wish I would die. I sit and think of shit that happens to me, wondering why. That's probably the biggest reason why I keep getting high. It's all day, all night, and all year that I struggle with all this shit that's in my head that I just sit and I juggle. I sit and wait for other pieces of my life to just crumble. It's like I'm trapped inside my head and can't get out of the rubble. And realistically, I know that this sounds so bad. See, I can't help it every day that I wake up that I'm sad. I sit and dwell cause growing up I really hated my dad. But in reality, I'm thankful for the mother I have. See, I was raised inside a Christian home. It's really crazy that it's daily that I'm in the corner holding my phone, contemplating, thinking, should I put a slug in my dome or pray for God for all these demons just to leave me alone? I sit and wonder how my life's gonna end. I'm like a monster and this world is full of angels. I'm just trying to blend. And even though these people say they're my friend, I understand that they just want what they can get and that it's really pretend. My whole life I've had a hatred for people. It fucking blows my mind that people can't just treat each other as equals. And even though I sit at church while I pray to the steeple, I've always had a little feeling everybody is evil. That's just life in the way I perceive. I stop and think about my kin that passed away and take a second to grieve. And even though at times I wish I could leave, it's in my head that I should take a sec to chill and take a second to breathe. Hey, but all I feel is a hate. I pray to God everybody relates. And as I sit and get baked and try to maintain my faith, I pray to God that everybody relates. It's FJ.
I want to say this. I'm so grateful and thankful that you made that song.
Nah, I appreciate everybody that listens to it, man.
That is a very deep, deep song and has a very powerful message. And like I said, that I feel like you wrote that about me because I can relate to every bar you put into that song.
I appreciate it, bro.
That's
one of my favorite parts is where I said, and even though these people say they're my friend, I understand that they just want what they can get and that it's really pretend. You know what I'm saying? Because especially being in the industry, bro, you'll figure out real quick.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of snakes out there. That's why whenever I talk to new artists, I always tell them, keep your circle small. That way, if you keep it small, you'll know who the snakes are. Because if you try,
absolutely,
if you get a big circle, you're going to get screwed over in the end.
Oh, absolutely. Even, bro, to keep it super honest with you, I got a lot of trust issues, bro. Just because even coming up when this came out, Hot Damn and all that, I had a super small circle, bro. But to this day, I can count on one hand how many people who were around me in that time didn't snake me, bro. Like the group of folks that were around when I was writing these songs and dropping Hot Damn and recording that, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 people out of that group of like 6 people I would ever even really be around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is a lot of snakes in this industry, and I've learned that a lot this year.
Yeah,
But like you say, everything happens for a reason.
absolutely, bro.
For those who try to pretend to be your friend, eventually it's going to come out in the end, and they're going to show their true colors.
Well, and the thing is, bro, you take a lot of people talk about how you're going to take so many losses in this game. DJ Strizzo posted, I saw on Instagram, I think it was today or yesterday, or he said, if you're not comfortable with taking more losses than wins, you should just spectate on the internet. My outlook, though, is you can't take every L is not a loss, bro. 99% of them are lessons. So even with the situations I've been through in the last 2-3 years, a lot of people would look at them and be like, bro, that really sucks. But does it? Does it suck? The situation could have been very hurtful or emotionally draining. But one thing that it most definitely did was teach me lessons, bro. And I'm the type of human that has to learn things the hard way anyways. So if it weren't for those losses, would I have learned those lessons? Nah, probably not. I'd be still doing the same shit.
Shout out to Jeff from Moccasin Creed. He said, "Not all moccasins are snakes."
That's it.
I love Jeff. Jeff is a funny ass dude.
Some moccasins were worn by Indians on their feet.
He put a video out on Instagram yesterday talking about people getting coffee enemas. That shit had me.
Oh my God, bro.
It had me rolling.
That is crazy.
Jeff's a real one, though. Shout out to the whole Trailer Made Records.
Absolutely, bro. I love
they're real ass people right there.
Bro, I love me and Target. We don't talk every day at all, but anytime I get on the phone with Target, bro, we have at least, I'll say minimum a good hour or so conversation. And it always ends up being about faith.
Yeah.
And God, and just it's good for my soul, bro.
Most definitely. See, have you ever noticed that when artists talk about their faith or being a person of faith, that a lot of people don't want to fuck with them because they are open about it?
Man, I mean, kind of, but not really, too. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of shit, bro, it's crazy. Where is Joe still in the chat?
Yeah.
So Joe's old lady said one time, Joe asked me about an artist, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is, bro. And he's like, man, what the fuck, FJ? He's like, I've been studying it. Yeah, Naomi said that. He said, well, she didn't. I'm gonna tell you what she said. Joe said, I've been studying this genre for 8 years, bro. You don't even know who none of these motherfuckers are, and you're over here fucking taking off. And we was in the truck, and Naomi said from the back seat, that's because FJ's like a 6-year-old in a fucking Superman costume. He don't give a fuck about none of this shit that's going on around him. All he's doing is going head first into saving the fucking world. I said, that's right, dude.
That's it.
That's fucking right. I don't pay attention to none of this shit, bro. A lot of even with all the drama and all that fuckery that be going on, bro, 99% of the time, I'm the last one to find out because I don't fucking care about none of that shit. I find out from people hitting me like, huh, you see this? And I'm like, nah. I guess I did now, though. You know what I mean?
Jeff said he's got to get some work from FJ on this final album.
Nah, for sure. Oh, the chat's right there. Somebody said Chris Webby on these episodes would be fire.
Well, you can all make it happen. Make it happen.
Yep.
All right, so the next one we got is Mama Tried. Now, you put this song out a year ago.
About a year ago, yeah.
What was your mindset when you wrote it? Why'd you write it? And what's the meaning behind it?
So the meaning behind it was, I mean, I feel like you could really listen to when we listen to it, I'll give you a breakdown on it. But I wrote it because I had just been released from a situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the way that song came together was fucking nuts, bro. Because a lot of it was Jessica's. Like, I wrote the song, but Jessica was like, we were in the studio with Brinson Swan. He was a producer that used to be over there that was no longer there either, and he moved over near me, so he had like a home studio, and we was in there kicking it. And Jess was like, bro, you need a song that starts out like super like cinematic, and then out of nowhere just drops into a fucking hard rap beat. So she asked Swan to make the beat. And I'll never forget, Swan said, yeah, I don't think I can do that. That's not really my thing. And Jess looked at him and she was like, bro, you can do it. I believe in you. So for like 4 or 5 days, it was just back and forth with them two in the studio and me giving my input. And he fucking came up with the beat. So I wrote the lyrics. And then when it come time for the video, Jess was like, she was like, you know, I would really like if you would let me like direct this video. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, come up with the ideas for the scenes and shit? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, cool, bro, say less. I was like, tell me what I should buy for props or whatever, and we'll make it happen. So she put together the whole fucking idea for the fucking visual, bro. People don't realize when we're sitting at the table in the video, the people to my left is like Jess. The dude next to her is Swan. He's the one that made the beat. He produced the beat. And the dude next to him is Skylar. Skylar was my engineer, still is. He mixes and masters all my stuff. But Skylar is one of the most humble humans I've ever met. Dude works with Lil Baby, Shabuzi. You know the bar song? He did that. He just remastered Twista's greatest hits album in Dolby Atmos. The dude's got over 5 billion streams just as an engineer. He don't make beats. He don't do none of that. He just engineers, mixes and masters and records. So, but you'll never hear him talk like he's better than anybody. He's very quiet, humble. He's fucking an amazing human. So in the video, when I'm bleeding and I'm on the fucking mattress and they're carrying me, right? The people who are carrying me are all the people at that table. 3 females and 3 dudes were the ones that were fucking carrying my fat ass, bro. Which, trust me, was probably a struggle. You know what I mean? So the table scene, bro. Jess and the other 2 females set the table. People don't realize this, but that scene with the table is in a fucking detail shop garage. Like, Jess and the dude that runs the shop hung big ass fucking black sheets along, like on strings along the wall, so it looks like we're just in a black room. Right. We were sweating balls in a car garage. But like, when I say garage, I don't mean like a house garage. I mean like a cars
auto
get
shop.
fixed. Yeah, like an auto shop. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch the video, everybody like kind of knew what was going to happen in the video, except for the scene where I say, take all the jewelry, take all the fame, take the impact that I had on the game, and I rip my necklace off, or I take my watch off and I rip my necklace off and I throw it. Nobody knew I was going to do that but Jess. So that was like a shock to everybody. And if you look at the girl that's on the other side of me, from Jess, when I fucking ripped my chain off, we had glasses of champagne and wine on the table. And if you'll look at her, she'll be like, oh my, like it's slow motion, but you can see her mouth. What the fuck? Because when I ripped my shit off, I hit her, or no, as a matter of fact, they cut it out. I flipped a plate before I ripped my shit off. And when I flipped the plate, it spilt her fucking wine all over her lap and her dress. And she didn't know what was going on. So she looks down, she's like, what the fuck? That's like a real reaction because she had no idea. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that whole shit was all the direction of the video, the beat, the type of beat that I wrote on. That was all a Jess thing for real. The subject of the song, I mean, I feel like you could really listen to it and understand what
just to clarify about. For everybody in the chat, Jess is who?
That's my old lady.
Okay.
That's my other half.
Your better half.
Mm-hmm. The queen of the trailer.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna show you how I get her attention. Hold on. Babe! Hey, I'm on the live right now. Whose idea was the beat for Mama Tried?
Me.
Who directed Mama Tried?
Me.
Me. I did that. Love you. You're dismissed. I thought you was gonna throw something at me. Oh shit. You're dismissed.
All right, folks. FG
Oh,
Outlaw,
shout out to
Mama
Ghost
Tried.
too, man. Shout out directed by Ghost. He's the fucking GOAT, bro.
Let's get it.
Directed by Ghost. You ain't never heard of him?
Hey, mama tried and mama cried. She seen depression in my eyes and all the pain I felt inside. Should have known that she was right. She said these people ain't your people. In my head I thought she lied. Many nights I laid and cried, because no matter what I'd buy, I felt an emptiness inside. They would say they're down to ride, but when I hopped up in that coupe, it was just me who was inside. Worked so hard I should have died. They took my money and my pride and made me want to run and hide, but I would keep it all inside, because it hurts to try to love these folks who preyed on my demise. Mama tried and mama cried. Mama tried and mama cried. Sliding, I'm doing the dash. It's Gucci and Louis V cover my ass. Shit got Chanel on her bag and we're covered in swag, and the fuckery's all in the past, making them mad. Came out the trash for the class. Lights they be shining and now I can laugh. I ain't forget being homeless, but now all I stress about's getting help carrying bags. Augustine all in the grass. Christ and religion stained all in the glass. Tried to repent for my sins before I do them again. Sipping Page de la Rue out of medieval jazz. Castles I sleep in, now I'm too deep in. Shitty as fuck, you would think I need deep ends. Laughing at all those who turned on me back then, while all that I tried to do for them is be friends. Jesus, I pray for the day that these people can see that none of this shit matters. We don't need diamonds or cars or the drinks at the bar to have days that are flooded with laughter. Take all the jewelry, take all the fame, take the impact that I had on the game. Take all my facial tattoos and the hype shit I do. Would you still put respect on my name? Mama, we changed, but make no mistake, cause we made it. I know the ops are so mad and they hate it. Nightmares that turn to reality faded. I think that it's time that they bow to the greatest. Mama tried and mama cried. Mama tried and mama cried.
Woo! Man, for such a short song, that is dope. I see what you mean by her facial
That are flooded with laughter. Take all the jewelry.
Right there.
here.
Now watch your mouth. Hit play and watch your mouth.
Take all the fame. Take the impact that I had on the
Fuck.
Like, what the fuck?
She didn't know. She didn't know that was finna happen. You know what I
Old
mean?
boy be sitting beside her too, like, oh shit.
Look at Swan over there, bro.
Damn.
Next to Jessica, they're all like, what in the fuck, bro? Bro, those macaroons on the table, dog, put a hurting on my bank account.
That's dope.
Nah, it was dope. But it was also cool because, you know, there was a few people that came to just kind of watch the video get shot, bro. And they had their kids with them and shit. So it was cool to buy all that food for the video shoot, but also not to put it to waste afterwards, because there were so many people and kids. Everybody got to have a good meal. You know what I mean? So it was good, man. I think Buddy found the watch like 2 weeks later.
Really?
Yeah, man. Because I fucking just chucked that motherfucker, bro. He called me. He's like, I found your watch. I'm like, it's all good, bro.
So from the time that when you were homeless back in 2018, 2019 to where you are now, I guess the most humbling times during that time period from 6 years ago till now, what has been the most humbling time for you?
Every day I'm humbled, bro. I feel like every day. And really, you know, people have told me before that my definition of humble is off, but I feel like I'm humbled every day that I get a message that somebody's like, bro, your music saves my life. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, I feel like, you know, every day is a humbling experience, bro. To go from even before that, bro, to go from the kid in school that nobody even paid attention to. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I went from school to an alternative school, right? But the alternative school that I went to, your parents had to sign a waiver because they were allowed to restrain you by any means necessary. So there was one dude that got restrained to the point that they snapped his arm, his elbow in. Um, it was a fucked up school. But in that school, I feel like I built a lot of character because we were so like intertwined with different personalities in our classes. There was a kid in my class named Ryan, bro, and he was like 15, but he had the mentality of a 10-year-old. And people would try to pick on him, but I was the guy that would fight the bullies. Like, you're not finna pick on this kid. It's not gonna be a thing, you know? Um, so to come from the person that was ignored in normal school, kicked out of school, had to go to a fucking alternative school where you had to get patted down before you got on the bus, to being homeless, bro, didn't have a pot to piss in, to now be a human that people tell me the lyrics that I write save their life is just it's I don't even know how to put it into words, bro. Like it really makes you feel like I said, everything happens for a reason, everything happens on God's time, but it makes me really feel like I was put here for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
spent a lot of days, like I said, angry. I woke up, but it makes you really appreciate your life to know that just something as simple as what I have to say helps somebody else out, you know?
most definitely. Let me ask you this: if you could say have one more day with your little brother and your two friends that passed and your cousin, what would you do? What do you think the conversation would be? And how do you think your brother would feel where you are today?
I think he'd be fucking proud of me, bro. Cause really, where I even the first time I really ever tried to like rap, if that's what you want to say, was at a party on a back porch. He was there. You know what I mean? There was a dude that had already he was already, I guess, established locally.
Mhm.
And I had written something, and we were on the back porch at a party, and I'm like, I wrote a song. And he was like, yeah, right. Let me hear it. And I showed it to him, and he was like, you didn't fucking write that. And that's what kind of let me know I had something. You know what I mean? Because when the dude that's out here that's already a somebody in our city is like, you really wrote that? It's like, oh, okay. Um, I think he'd be super proud of me. As for um what would a if I had another day with him be like? That's a tough question to answer, bro, because the human in me wants to be like, I'd try to steer him away from that whole situation happening, right? But then you got to think deeper into it about obviously that was God's plan,
Right.
right? So who am I to be like, well, I try to get him not to do what he did that day for that to happen? Because now you're playing with fate, and now you're playing with what was already supposed. So you can't really, you know what I mean? So I feel
Mhm.
like that's a hard question to answer.
Because it'd be like the butterfly effect. If you change one
Hmm.
thing, it would change the whole outcome of the
Absolutely,
future and the present. Yeah, I get that.
absolutely. And you know, Sail Away, bro, was that song, the three verses in Sail Away are about those three situations that happened in December. So I also feel like, as terrible as it feels to say, I feel like going through those situations also, you know, molded me into, not only did it create a lot of trauma and depression within me, but I also feel like going through, so I tell people I feel like I've lived the lives of 100 men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like going through all of that is what really put me in a mentality to be able to see things the way I do and to write the lyrics that I write. Because, you know, I'm not one of these rappers that's out here like fake it till you make it, rapping about fucking Lamborghinis I ain't got. Like, I'm out here rapping about and singing about real trauma, bro, and real situations that really affected me deeply. So I feel like if not for that, I don't feel like I'd be where I am right now without all of those things happening.
See, I classify you as making the music that you make. I call it real life music, timeless classic music. The music
Right.
that you make, I feel it could be played today, and 10 years from now, it could still be played and fit the time 10 years from now.
Right.
Because it's real life music. And I think that's what a lot of people that resonates to you because they want to hear that real life music. They don't want to hear about being up in the club, popping bottles. And them
Right.
songs are okay every now and then, but for the whole, people want to hear real life music that they can relate to. And I think that's why a lot of people resonate towards you.
Right.
That's just my opinion. All right. So the next one we got is just released today.
Yeah, it just came out today.
Angel's Eyes. So what was your mindset about this one? Why did you write it? What's the meaning of it?
So Angel Eyes, in the chorus, I say Angel Eyes as I walk around town with a halo held up by horns. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hiding my horns. I said pain inside as I walk around town with a smile, but it's not like yours because it's different than yours. So essentially, bro, I feel like even being in this industry, with my situation, whether people trust or believe in people or not, I feel like there's been a very big misleading picture painted about who I am as a human, whether it be from folks in the industry that I've dealt with in the past, business wise, you know what I mean? And that's really the point of the song is like a lot of people say that I'm a lot of things that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I know I have a good heart. I'll give somebody the shirt off of my back. And there's numerous people probably in the chat right now that can attest to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the meaning of the hook is Angel Eyes. But I walk around town with a halo that's held up by horns because everybody paints me out to be this piece of shit motherfucker when that's not really what it is. And in turn, it causes pain inside, but I walk around town with a smile, but it's not like yours. You know what I'm saying?
So Tammy Walks put, first time hearing you, FJ, you're totally a real dude.
I appreciate that very much.
Look, people, if you go to the description of this video, you'll find FJ's YouTube page. Go subscribe to him, hit that notification bell, and follow him on all his social platforms. Because I promise you, you won't regret it. He is one of the realest artists out here that I've come across.
Now check this out. I'm gonna do you one better. So look, I don't know if you can see the pictures behind me, right? I think I showed y'all that. So in the definition, I said every night I sleep with ballerinas dancing all around my head, but I don't watch. Instead, I'm staring at my demons. That's why my picture looking away.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my songs have meanings like that in them, right? So in this song, in Angel Eyes, a few people that I showed it to before it was released was like, what's that mean? But those were people that are not around me every day, right?
Right.
So I said, I ride around with a donut in the back seat and duck down while the Reaper tries to catch me. Ride around with a donut in the back seat, duck down as the Reaper try to catch me. And I found that the people that attract me are demons dressed as human. Hope the preacher can protect me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's some real shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. Here comes Angel's Eyes by FJ Outlaw. Just released today. Please make sure you go and view it yourself and run the numbers up. Let's get it.
Angel Eyes, as I walk around town with a halo held up by horns. I'm hiding my horns. Pain inside. As I walk around town with a smile, but it's not like yours. It's different than yours. Hey, ride around with a donut in the backseat. Duck down while the Reaper try to catch me. I found that the people that attract me are demons dressed as human. Hope the preacher can protect me. Yeah, and I can go on the road, but the tide real big, so I welcome the hoes. I just laugh at all the stories they told and keep away from all the demons. Feeling heaven is home. I got angel eyes As I walk around town with a hella held up by horns, I'm hiding my horns, pain inside. As I walk around town with a smile, but it's not like yours. It's different than yours. Yeah, hey, I ain't never been one for luck. You know that 5 ball cheap, maybe $5 or $10. No rims, because it's really a truck. And that 4x4 is making sure I ain't stuck. Hey, brown boots, I ain't fancy home 2-step. They want me dead or alive and catch a dude, yeah. I've been the king of the trailer, you already knew that. The definition of rebel, but I ain't through yet. Angel eyes, as I walk around town with a head held up by horns. I'm hiding my horns, pain inside. As I walk around town with a smile, but it's not like yours. It's different than yours. Angel eyes, as I walk around town with a head held up by horns. I'm hiding my horns, pain inside. As I walk around town with a smile, but it's not like yours. It's different than yours.
Bro, you definitely can sing.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda my ass.
Kinda.
That was dope.
Nah, I appreciate it.
I didn't realize that your vocals were that good. I mean, I know you can rap. I know you can spit with the best of them.
Yeah,
Your
hold on. Let me
vocals are
show
on
you
point.
something real quick, bro. I feel like you haven't. So, did you see the whole post I made about the Great Depression album when I dropped it?
Yeah.
About the ring and all that?
Mm-hmm.
So, look, hold on. I don't know if you've ever peeped that before, but check this out. Did you ever hear the song Raindrops?
No.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna fast forward to that part. Hold on.
All the rain that comes throughout the day, I always try to don't have room as hyperspreading. Always try to fight. All I have is love. I don't have room as hyperspreading. Hey, even though they lie and say that I'm the one that left the way. Angels calling down. I try to run away and tell them I just wanna stay until my cage is falling down. And I don't wanna stay the way I'm feeling every day through all these raindrops falling down. I say it's rain, it's really tears from all the pain. I hear the angels calling down. I try to run away so I can live another day through all the raindrops falling down. I say it's rain, it's really tears from all the pain. I hear the angels calling down. I try to run away so I can live another day through all the. Tell them I can't talk, I'm too upset right now. I'm swimming in the depths inside my head right now. All I feel is sweat inside my bed right now. I've been battling these demons every time I lie down. Raindrops falling.
Damn.
That's a whole album of that shit, bro. That Great
is
Depression
dope.
album is all that.
I'm definitely going to have to check that album out.
Yeah, it's
is
a lot
dope.
of that on there. Actually, I got one on there called I'm gonna show you. I gotta show you. I gotta plug it real quick. Called Wish You Well.
Yeah.
I put my stepdaughter on the song with me, bro. She's in the backgrounds. Watch, hold on.
What's the name of the song?
Listen, oh, look at that. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll just pull it up.
Yeah. Wish You Well is fire, bro. That's that shit. I said I don't even have to change the throw inside of Wishing Well, but I wish you well. I said I wish I could change and find an exit from this living hell, but I don't think that I will.
All right, here we go. What up, Rusty Truck?
Thought I wish you well, but I wish you well. I wish you well. Hey, I don't even have to change the wish I could change and find an exit from this living hell, but I don't think that I will. I don't think that I will. Hey, pain inside my eyes while they say they love my raspiness. Crazy cause inside I have yet to find any happiness. Selfish in my eyes cause my life has been at its happiest. It's crazy in my mind, I don't even understand happiness. All my pain and sorrows will I see tomorrow? I don't think that anyone knows. All my pain is borrowed. Problems get my heart broke, and I don't think that anyone knows. Hey, I don't even have to change a throw inside a wishing well, but I wish you well. Yeah, I wish you well. I wish I could change and find an exit from this living hell, but I don't think that I will. I don't think that I will. All my pain and sorrows will I see tomorrow? I don't think that anyone knows. All my pain is borrowed. Problems get my heart broke, and I don't think that anyone knows.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
I don't even have to change the throw inside a wishing well, but I wish you well. Yeah, I wish you well. I wish I could change and find an exit from this.
Oh, hit the wrong button. That was dope right there.
Yeah.
With their vocals in the background.
Man. That was our first time being in the studio for real.
Yeah, you just blew me away with your vocals. I did not realize you could sing like that.
All my pain and sorrow will I see tomorrow? I don't think that anyone knows. I said all my pain is borrowed. Problems get my heart broke, and I don't think that anyone knows.
All right, do you have a merch site that if anybody wanted to buy merch from you?
I don't, bro. To be honest with you, hold on one second. Babe! It's 10:10. I don't know. It's always like it's 11:11, so I had to fuck with it real quick. It's 10:10.
Oh,
Bro, I need to get on, getting some merch, but I've never really. My problem is, bro, I'm terrible with that shit, and a lot of people early when I first started, bro, my merch would sell the fuck out ASAP. Every time it'd sell out. And then I stopped doing merch for a while. Well, then I bought a whole bunch of merch and it sat for a minute. And then I went through the situation I just went through. And a lot of it was stolen, I guess would be the only way to describe it, bro. It's sitting in a ex-associate's house right now, even though I paid for it and they're trying to use it as leverage on me. So I didn't really do any merch after that, bro. And I've had a lot of people offer to do merch for me. But it's just one of those situations where, as of right now, I don't really got anywhere to store it, bro. So,
well, have you thought about doing like one of those merch stores,
like Shopify or something? Yeah. I have.
Because there's a company I use called Fourth Wall. You don't pay anything; it's free.
Right.
They make it, they store it. All thing you got to do is design it, and then people can go there and buy it, and then they just and you set your prices of what your profit margin is, and they'll send you a check every month.
Yeah, that's dope. I might have to look into that for real.
So I would, if it was me, I would have like a merch store set up on your YouTube page, and then just have merch on hand. So when you go to shows, you have your own merch. But like when you're not at shows, if people want to buy stuff, they can just go to the merch store and they'll send it to them directly.
You know what's the last merch I sold was, bro?
What's that?
I'm gonna keep it super G with you. Ever since in 2 years, bro, I have not brought merch with me anywhere.
Really?
One time I did merch, I brought a bunch of white t-shirts to the show and I spray painted on them for people while they were standing there in front of me. It was when the Blackballed album come out. And I spray painted I put the circle thing on there, spray painted a black ball, and spray painted my fucking name on it, bro. And I think I did like 15 of them. I only brought like 15 shirts, and that was it.
Damn.
But we were talking about doing that, just doing it to where every having somebody there with me with a certain amount of designs that they could just print your shirt at the show, even if it's just like a cricket. You know what I'm saying? But if they print your shirt, I'll come meet up with you after the show, sign it real quick, and catch some pictures with you. You know? Joe, this is a fucking terrorist, dog. That motherfucker's a terrorist, bro. Get out of here.
No, but I think you should do like an online store, the one that you don't have to pay anything. It's going to help your revenue, and just when you go to shows, bring merch with you because you're losing out on it. That's a lot of money.
For sure.
You let go away.
I'm already knowing it. I might, now that you pinned Joe's name, I might have his ass design me some shit for real.
I can send you some designs. I love doing shit like that.
Oh, that would be cool,
do,
bro.
Do with what you want.
You seen the one I posted on Instagram earlier that somebody made me?
No.
That shit was crazy. Let me see if it's on here. Pretty sure I screenshotted that shit. I'm like, how the fuck did y'all get? Look at this, the face tattoos, bro. They look exactly like mine, bro.
Details.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro. I was like, yo, that is fucking dope. They did good on that for sure.
Hey, if you send that to me, I can draw some designs up for you.
Nah, for sure. I'll definitely do that, bro. That would be dope.
Because that would make a cool ass fucking. Because it kind of looks like that picture you got up on your wall.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
That'd be dope as hell.
Nah, for sure. I would love that for real. I appreciate it.
So when's your next show?
Let me look. My next show is September 5th. I'm gonna be at the Maryland Rose Center in Indianapolis, Indiana. The following night, I'm gonna be in Lansing, Michigan, at Max Bar. The following night, I'm gonna be at Big Al's in Miamisburg, Ohio. I think Michigan and Miamisburg are already almost sold out. Then on September 11th, I'm gonna be in West Chicago. We're at the West Chicago Social Club. September 12th, I'm gonna be at Venue 18 in Fostoria, Ohio. September 13th, I'm gonna be at WWME Hall in Louisville, Kentucky. And then September 14th, I'm gonna be at the Revolver in Cooksville, Tennessee. Cooksville, something like that. I ain't a doctor. I just know what they send me. You know what I'm saying?
That's where New Breed lives at.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure Adam will probably come check you out when you're in Chicago.
He should. That'd be dope, bro. That'd be super cool.
Shout out to Big Buzz in the chat.
Fucking Big Buzz. Let me tell you about
Buzz. Big Buzz is a trip. He's a trip.
It's funny. It's funny you used that word. Listen, one time we did a show at Windfields in Satellite Beach. Watch Big Buzz in the comments. We did a show at Windfields in Satellite Beach, Florida. This motherfucker's rapping wasted. Buzz was wasted. I don't care what he says. He was drunker than shit. This big motherfucker stepped a little too far and fell off the stage, dog. You felt the whole, listen to me. You felt the whole floor vibrate, dog. Big Buzz jumped up quicker than a goddamn cat out of a tree. I ain't never seen a motherfucker move that quick. He jumped up and on the mic he said, "Did anybody get that on camera?" Everybody in the crowd was so scared. They were all like, "No, nobody got it on camera." In my head, I'm like, these motherfuckers are lying. Somebody got that on camera. Nobody would admit they got it on camera because they didn't want Buzz to beat their ass. But God, that was the most awesome big. Ask Joe. Joe was there. It was
he just put that.
The sticks, bro. Yep, the sticks was with us. Yep. Yes. Buzz hopped up. You'd have thought the floor was a motherfucking trampoline. He said, "Wham, boom." Talking about cat-like reflexes, bro. He was like a fucking lion in that motherfucker. Yeah, they was tucking their phones and shit. No, they were like, nah, I didn't get it on. That shit had me dying, bro.
Oh man, Buzz is
They
a
had
trip
just
for
built
real.
that, like redid that fucking whole little bar venue thing and built the stage, bro. I was like, poor Buzz, dog, but he didn't give a fuck. He owned that shit. That shit was fire.
Buzz is a trip for real.
I ain't never seen a whole crowd of motherfuckers tuck their phone from an artist before, dog. That shit was funny as fuck, dog. They're all recording Buzz. His phone. Oh no, hell no! I didn't get that shit on camera. They thought he was finna go to snatching cell phones and shit.
Oh, I can only imagine. I'd love to have been there to see that.
Bro, it was hilarious, bro.
Uh,
But yeah, the Sausage Castle was lit. That's when Joe and them met Adam, I think. Yeah, we were at a festival, and Buzz had asked somebody, I don't remember who it was, but they were going to the Sausage Castle out there with Busey them, and Buzz was like, "You can get us in there?" Like, yeah. And they left, and he called them. They're like, "Nah, man." They said it's too many people. I look over, and Joe's just looking at me. I'm like, "What?" He's like, "FJ, come on, bro." So I called my homeboy that lived there. He's like, "Yeah, I got you." Who were we supposed to go there? Struggle. We were supposed to go there with Struggle. So I'll never forget. We pull up, and it's around Halloween time, bro. And this dude's got his gate security dressed up like the Taliban. They've got like full towel face masks on, assault rifles and shit. And we pull up, and they're like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Where was?" I said, "Where was Struggle? Them? They're behind us." I was trying to pull one real quick. He's like, "Not good enough. Who are you?" I said, "FJ." I said, "FJ Outlaw." He said, "Oh, okay, Mr. Outlaw. We got you. We got your passes right here. How many people's with you?" I'm like, 8. He's like, "All right, cool." Gives us the passes. We pull in. Buzz was like, and I'll never forget. He said, "Pull around to the bend, and you'll see a girl on roller skates with a light." And Buzz was like, "No fucking way." So we pull in this fucking mansion thing that Mike Busey's got, and chick rolls up to us on the fucking skateboard or the fucking roller skate. She's like, "FJ," and she's like, I said, "Yep." She said, "All right, follow me." And she's like skating on her skates, but she's like, while she's skating, I'm like, "What in the fuck did I just get us into, dog?" I remember being like, I wasn't trying to be for the fuck shit. So when we got there, I was like, "I'm dropping y'all off and I'm leaving." And we were in Joe's SUV. And I'm like, "I'm going home. I'm taking the truck and I'll come get y'all." They're like, "Yeah, all right, cool." As soon as we parked, these motherfuckers took the keys and hopped out. I was like, "Fuck, I'm stuck." That shit was funny as fuck, dog.
but it says titties on roller skates.
Uh-huh. That's what it looked like, bro. It's crazy. That shit was wild, bro.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I know you're a busy man. We've been on here for over an hour. I greatly appreciate you doing this, FJ. This means a lot.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
This is totally dope. You got some dope ass music. I believe that you are one of the most underrated artists in the game. There's a lot of underrated artists like yourself, the Sticks,
Mm-hmm.
and 2025 is going to be a good year, I think, for
Absolutely.
a lot of underrated. But I do have one question for you. Are you going to try to get on the Silverado show next 4th of July?
Man, that would be fucking awesome, bro. I'm not sure, a couple people hit me up, my mom being one of them, that was like, "Bro, everybody is on that show. Why are you not on that show?" And to be honest with you, bro, I was having somebody book for me, and there was a situation where a flyer got posted with me for Silverados, and I didn't know about the show. I hadn't gotten a deposit. I hadn't even been informed about the show. So my first instinct was, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. So I hopped on Facebook and I was like, "Hey, take me out that fucking flyer." Well, then the human that was supposed to be booking me called me and tried to say that they booked me via somebody else, and "Oh, I sent you a contract." So I had to send screenshots of my fucking emails. "You didn't send me no fucking contract. You didn't send me no deposit, none of that shit." So my thought process on it is probably so that human didn't look bad. They probably told the owners of Silverado that I was just on some bullshit and I was bad business or whatever. I feel like a lot of people will say whatever they got to say to try to get themselves out of hot water. As to where you got humans like me that I'll be like, hey, I did that. You know what I'm saying? So really, I feel like that's why I wasn't asked to come to the last big one that they had, bro, is because as far as I know, that was the last interaction they even know about. Was they thought they had me booked and nobody had told me about it. So as an artist, bro, especially when numbers wise, I was the biggest artist on that flyer. When I see my face on a flyer that I know nothing about a show and I haven't been hit up or been given a deposit, my first instinct is, okay, this is another motherfucker trying to pull some slick shit and pull the crowd off of my name, take my shit off of there. You know what I mean?
Here's some good news. I know the lady personally that kind of like runs the thing in Silverado. Her name's Miss Katie.
Okay.
I'll definitely hit her up, and if it's okay with you, can I give her your number so she can contact you?
Yeah, for certain.
Okay. Because I think
that'd be dope, bro. I'd love to get out there, bro. But like I said, the last interaction I had was with somebody booking for me and all that bullshit happened. So I already kind of knew once I didn't get hit up about that show, I was like, oh yeah, there's some fuckery afoot right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm also not one to, oh, what the fuck? What happened? Because people's perception is their business. So I'm just
because there was about 8 artists that performed there this year.
Right.
That, in my opinion, I was thinking to myself, how the hell did they get booked? Because, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Right.
But you had Big Murph, Broadnex, Church, all of Outlaw Nation, Adam, Demon Jones, Bubba Sparks, Dusty Lee. I mean, it was Moccasin Creek, Trailer Made.
Well, and that's what my mom said when she texted me. My mom texted me about it first out of everybody. And she's like, bro, like, out of all the people on this list of people who are performing, you're pulling fucking huge numbers compared to a lot of these people. Why aren't you there?
That's what I'm saying.
And I had to let her know, like, look, this is what happened. This is probably the reasoning. You know what I'm saying? But, I'd appreciate that. It'd be dope to get out there, bro.
Yeah, I'll definitely hit up Miss Katie this week, and I'll send her your number, and I'll have her contact you for next 4th of July.
All right, I appreciate you, brother, and thank you for having me on, man.
Man, I've been wanting you to come on for the longest. I'm so glad that it happened. But I am going to put you on the spot now, FJ. So please don't beat me up for it. But we got season 3 of the Rundown starting on September 23rd. And I know you're a busy man, but can I lock you in to be a guest judge sometime during season 3?
Yeah, man, just hit me up, and if I have free time when the times align, you already know I got you, bro. I just don't want to promise anything for like the whole season.
No, not the whole season. Just that 1 week, Monday and Thursday show.
Just keep on me about it, bro, because I be having so much shit go on, bro, that even tonight, and I watch your shit a lot, so even tonight, bro, I had just got done with the video drop. I was trying to figure out the tour flyer and all this fuckery. If you wouldn't have called me, you'd have been so fucking mad at me, dog. Because it completely slipped my mind. I'm like, oh shit. Jess was like, what? I'm like, I'm supposed to be on fucking YouTube right now. I gotta go.
So let me get your thoughts of the Rundown. What do you think about it?
I think it's cool. I do like, Kenny was telling me last night, that y'all were doing a thing where like the chat got to vote on people.
Yeah, we're doing the aftermath. That's in between seasons.
So I feel like it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because if you got the chat voting for people, you might have somebody that's a way better artist that don't have as many friends in the chat to be like, it's him.
Well, if you do a poll, the poll actually reads their IP address, so they can't come under multiple accounts to vote. So yeah.
But I think it's dope what you're doing, bro. I think it's definitely dope what you're doing. And I also feel like as the show, if that's what we'll call it, grows, I feel like it brings a potential for more revenue, as well as more of a door to open up. You can, every season raise the ante on the prizes.
Yeah.
Maybe have people chipping in on,
Well, see, the first season we had the winner got to play Redneck Rave without paying the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Second season we got $500 cash plus the feature from Adam with the video shoot. Season 3, it's $1,500 with a feature from Mises and Chad Arms. So definitely each season it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's the whole goal, is to promote the independent artists.
Nah, for sure, bro, and that's what it's about, bro.
And that's why I like doing. That's why I like doing this show, because I don't want to put everything on the rundown and take away from artists like you or the Sticks, people who are actually doing it for a living. You still need to get promoted and still need to get your music as pushed as well. And that's why I got the breakdown for it.
Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you, bro, very much.
So everybody go check out FJ Outlaw. You can check him out on YouTube. You can get him on Instagram, Facebook, FJ Outlaw. And please do not get scammed by the scammers, because there are a lot of fake accounts.
Bro,
I promise you, FJ will never hit you up for money. So
don't
send anybody money from these artists. Because
listen, and let me add, bro, I'm not hiring people, bro. I'll never hit you up and be like, you want to be my... Listen, here's the part that pisses me off about that shit. And I feel like a dick when I say this, but I feel like all you have to do is read, and you can get, like, just with common sense, you can figure out that it's some fuckery, bro. Like, thank you for being my big fan. Does not sound like English. Who would fall for that? Apparently a lot of fucking people, dog.
I had somebody hit me up saying that they were Adam. Said, how long you been listening to my music? And I'm like, really?
Right.
I mean, come on.
I had one the other day. Now, you know, a lot of people that follow me know that I was on the Dumb Blonde podcast with Bunny like a year or two ago. So we were on the way, me and Joe, I rode with them to the Michigan show a couple weekends ago. And I had an email hit me up trying to say that they wanted me to be on the Dumb Blonde podcast. So I screenshotted it and texted it to Bunny. And she was like, bro, these people are fucking relentless. Because like, if you really pay attention, these motherfuckers don't even do their research. They're just fucking shooting in the dark. You know what I mean? That shit's crazy. Exactly.
Well, FJ, I appreciate you coming on here. I think you're a super dope artist. Like I said, 2025 is going to be a big year for a lot of the underrateds. And I believe you're one of them.
I appreciate it.
Everybody go check him out. Go run his numbers up on his new song, Angel Eyes.
Angel Eyes, yeah.
Just came out today. Make sure you all go check out the original. Just click on the description of this video. I have his YouTube page in there. Just click on it. It'll take you straight to his page. Go view it. Leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting on?
And listen, just in case nobody told y'all today, you're beautiful, you're amazing, and whatever you're doing great. I love y'all, man.
Well, FJ, I appreciate you coming up here for real. Much love and respect to you.
Always, brother.
All right, man.
All right,
brother. All right, folks, y'all know the deal. Stay strong, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm TripleT with FJ Outlaw. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a blessed one. Have a good night, folks.
All right, brother.
I can hear him calling. Get down.